Alright. Let's go to TARDIS.
Captain, as it appears we may
What?
soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Oh boy.
Doc Wells never hurt nobody. Just a kindly old fella living by his lonesome up in the rings, tinkering at his table. The board just couldn't leave him be.
And here we are, entertaining the notion of busting him out. That's insane. And likely a hell of a lot of fun.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain. I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
You didn't hire me to think. And I ain't about to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
I think it's insane. But maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain, which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will be successful.
Damn fucking straight I will. They're all in. I've actually never played a game where all of the companions were with me on something. Like, I've always played games where there was always one or two of them that was like, no, that's a bad idea, or no, I won't do it for moral reasons, or just no, because I don't like you even though you did my companion quest. I've never had them all like, let's do this. Okay, Pravati's not like, let's do this, but she's like, we have to do something. I'm not bringing her with me. I'll bring... What am I going to bring? I'm going to bring... Max? And... I might bring Nyoka. Yeah.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick. Got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Outstanding.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Yeah, I'm taking Max because he's been in there. And... I'm honestly, I'm split between Nyoka and Sam. maybe Ellie. I'm going to do what girls in the 90s always did when they were faced with a difficult decision. Make one of those paper things. You know what I'm talking about, right? I know the ladies know what I'm talking about. Pick a color, red, R-E-D. Pick a number, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick another number, 6. But you have to ask a fortune question first. That's like our magic 8 ball back then. When was the last time I made one of those? God, it's been forever, isn't it? Okay, to TARDIS. I would like to continue. Yes, I would like to save. Here we go!
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time. Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
Huh. Nice
Understood.
try.
If you die or are incarcerated for life, I can generate a new ID for the next captain. I would prefer if you return, though. Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed. I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees? That's a fine of 200
Yes.
bits. You're up to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution and the disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously.
You can suck my dick.
What? Oh, yes, ma'am. Right away, ma'am. I just couldn't see you clearly before. Screen's on the fritz. Damn thing. But for the record, now that I hear you, I totally recognize you. Totally. You're, you, of course. Obviously. Anyway, Tartarus Docking Authority signing up. Hang on. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the Groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that. Just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. Biometric ID
Wait.
received. Transferring data to external cartridge. How can I be of assistance? I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Why? Wait, why did... It's from the Groundbreaker? Why is there another ship on here that's from the Groundbreaker? So many questions. Okay. It made me one of those paper things to write names. Alright. Let's see. Who would I say? Not Parvati. Sam. Ellie. Nyoka. and Felix. Okay. And then you number them. 1, 2. Yes, I am doing a junior high thing, okay? Leave me alone. 5, 6. Fortune telling in junior high. As simple as folding paper. And red, blue, yellow, and purple. Okay. God, I suck at folding. There, okay. That part, that, and that. And then this. Okay. Purple. Purple. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3. Felix, okay. So it's Max and Felix. I actually did not know that that was Felix. I'm a little upset that I'm taking him with me, to be honest. But... the folded paper has spoken. And here we go. Alright. Here we are.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn.
What was that noise?
The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Marduk!
Stay down,
Chun-Li! Are they here with us? Hell yeah! Are we losing?
Waste of company ammo.
They're losing.
You're not one. Oh, get behind me!
Oh god. Oops. They were losing. I couldn't just let them all die. Okay, let's try this again, y'all. Sightings debunked by scientists. Huh. Oh god, Halcyon really doesn't want people to know that the hope is still there.
The captain did right by us once.
What's that
Now
mean?
it's ours. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Marquez.
I call this place the Labyrinth. Perhaps we should all meditate on that as we make our descent.
They say nobody's ever broken out of the labyrinth. Didn't say nothing about breaking in, though.
Truth.
Lead the way, boss. I got your back.
Keep your eyes out for distance. Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff.
Oh, he's nice.
Oh, no. Don't tell anyone, please. Whew. Thank you.
Alright, let's sell some of my shit first. What is... Let me see y'all's shit. Holy crap. I might give that to Max. Let's give that to Max. Alright. Here we go. This is one of those games where it pays to actually read.
Let's go, troops. Stellar Base counting on us.
Are you new here? I didn't think we were hiring more staff. Oh, that's great. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Pathetic. Take the retreat.
They're distracting them.
Hold it. Something about you doesn't look right. That's not what I'm saying. Wow. Yes.
Phineas! We're here, homie. The hell is this? Oh, this is where, what's his face? did those recordings that we saw that was fucking hilarious. There you go.
Take him down! Get down!
The Iconoclasts are helping? Oh shit.
All right, MSI. I'm not one for rousing speeches, but the captain needs our help. So get in there and fight!
Everything in my life has been leading up to this point. I believe I am ready for this.
All right, boss. I'm ready. Let's do this.
After all you've done, all the work you've destroyed, all the money you've cost me, your misguided crusade has doomed Halcyon. Idiot! I'm not the one marching to my death in a maximum security prison. In any other circumstance, I'd admire your boldness. In this one, however, I have only 2 words for you. Fuck off. How dare you? Even thinking about killing the chairman of the Halcyon board is a felony. Thankfully, you're in a prison already. Find the nearest cell and wait until I'm done here. Then I'll drag you to the executioner myself. Is that sarcasm? Do you know what I do to people who employ the lowest, most base form of humor? I fire them. Alas, as you are woefully unemployed, I'll have to do the next best thing and have you killed. In the next room is the finest automechanical purveyor of death ever made. Try not to scratch the paint with your skull. It was fucking expensive.
Okay, usually I'm all like, oh, this bitch. But I kind of like him. Oh, try not to scratch the paint with your skull. It was fucking expensive.
Absolutely not. Akande was always the sociable one, not me. Need I repeat the magic 2 words?
Then I'll be on my way. Prepare your head for bashing. I'm going to enjoy murdering you. I really am. I'm going to enjoy murdering him. God! Why?
Heads up, jackass!
Never anger a man of the cloth.
Weakness. Found it.
Felix is down!
My top shine!
May you find peace in death.
Boom. There we go.
Watch out, boss!
shit. Not what I wanted to do. I was not ready for this. I was not ready for this. I was not ready. I was not ready. I was not ready. I was not ready.
Processing.
It's not getting through. Out of my way!
Your life was merely an illusion anyway.
No good, boss! My little weapon!
Run. Was not ready, was not ready, was not ready. Still not ready, still not ready. Ouch. Not ready, not ready, not ready, not ready. Was not ready, was not ready. Was it? Sealed. Because of course it is. How do I get you up? Get up, get up. Up, up. Run. Not ready, not ready, not ready.
methods of failure.
How do I pick them up? Pick up. Up. Fuck you, bitch! Okay. I need a moment. That was the hardest fight I've had on here. I haven't upped the difficulty or anything, so... Ooh, boy. Ooh, doggy. Excuse me. I'm going to enjoy killing you. Oh, look at this nice place.
Safe house.
Everyone all right?
Get me out of here!
You don't know how glad I am to see you. You lunatic. You broke into the board's own fortress and killed the chairman just to rescue one doddering old man? You are absolutely out of your mind, and I can't begin to thank you enough. What? Break into the most heavily guarded facility in the most hostile world in Halcyon? No, I have absolutely no idea how you did it. You're a goddamn miracle worker. You've broken the board's stranglehold on this colony, and you saved my life. But there's still so much we have yet to accomplish. You and I are going to have to work harder than ever to save Halcyon. I'm afraid the situation is far worse than any of us ever anticipated. I would like nothing more than to celebrate this victory, but we have a serious problem on our hands. Earth has gone dark. We haven't received a single message in 3 years. There's been no communication, no signals, nothing. 2 years ago, the Earth's Directorate's frigate disappeared on their way back to Earth. We don't know what they discovered when they arrived, or if they arrived at all.
Hold on, Doc. Are you telling me the Earth went dark 3 years ago? And the board's just been covering this up?
They've been incredibly effective at concealing the truth. Right now, the only people in the colony who know are standing in this room.
Earth is only an idea to us. But that idea is the bedrock the colony is built upon. If people were to find out it's gone dark, the shock could be too much to bear.
I don't want to imagine what'll happen once news gets out. Let's just keep this between us for now. We're in serious trouble, my friend. Do you know what this means for Halcyon? We can't rely on Earth for support anymore. We've been cut loose. We're entirely on our own.
Jeez.
Yes, we do. You've done a marvelous thing. You've succeeded where anyone else would have failed, including me. We must begin the revival process immediately, starting with the Hope's brightest minds, and then we're going to fix this damn colony, one problem at a time. We're going to need a leader, and I can't imagine a better person for the job than you. What do you say, old friend? Will you help us?
Of course.
You've certainly earned your freedom. Halcyon is a better place with you around. You've kept your end of our bargain. Now it's time I kept mine. I'll revive the Hope's colonists myself, and we'll get on with the business of saving this colony. You're the best thing to ever happen to Halcyon. If you want to take it upon yourself to lead this colony, you have my support. We're not a colony any longer, are we? Our last connection to Earth has been severed, and so we have been set free. Our future is uncertain, and no one knows what tomorrow holds. Exciting, isn't it?
Dude, stop talking. Lifetime employment program ruined.
The OSI teaches that everything in the universe happens according to the grand plan. But the stranger that arrived in Halcyon was an unplanned variable. From the moment she landed in Emerald Vale, her actions altered the course of history. The events on Tartarus brought about the end of the board's authority. But the board's mistakes would haunt the colony for decades to come. The damage they left behind would require the work of a generation to repair. Dr. Phineas Wells began reviving a handful of the Hope's colonists. Engineers, scientists, technicians, and intellectuals. They were among the brightest minds the Earth had ever sent out into the stars. The Hope scientists and engineers woke up in a colony descending headlong into total collapse. With no way to return to Earth, they had no choice but to band together and devote themselves to the cause of saving Halcyon. The people of Halcyon were nothing if not hardy. In the absence of the board's authority, many of the colony's settlements banded together with a single purpose in mind: survival. Life was especially hard in the years to come. Some towns dissolved by attrition and starvation, but most of them found a way to carry on. In the years to come, Halcyon was forced to reckon with its newfound freedom. The board was gone, and for better or worse, the colony was responsible for its own destiny. Between MSI's worker-centric policies and the iconoclast's manpower, Sanjar and Zora were able to rally many of the Terra 2 townships to their cause. MSI's workforce swelled, and the iconoclasts enjoyed a significant surge in their ranks. The board was too distracted by infighting and internal politics to stop MSI from becoming a powerful corporation and a refuge for townships that might have fallen through the cracks. Without Lilia Hagen, Sublight Salvage fell apart. The company fractured, devolving into a series of unregulated criminal gangs, fences, and smugglers. Their facade of legitimacy quickly faded. In time, the Sublight family was forgotten. Collapse of Edgewater left its workers bereft of any purpose in life. Most of them made their way to Adelaide McDevitt's camp, hoping to ingratiate themselves into her favor. Adelaide accepted only a few to her community. The rest were turned away and likely died of starvation. Nevertheless, Adelaide's camp grew into a well-established town. Adelaide McDevitt refused to cooperate with the ongoing effort to save Halcyon from collapse. A sympathetic deserter stole a copy of her research and delivered it to the Hope's scientists. It is unclear how useful Adelaide's research was. An optimistic estimate suggests her work may have bought Halcyon another few years of survival. Adelaide would never know. She died that winter. Under the leadership of Junlei Tennyson, the Groundbreaker held firm against corporate influence. The ship's mechanical stability gave Junlei the time to educate a promising generation of engineers schooled in her family's traditions. The future of the Groundbreaker looks promising. The rediscovery of the Hope and the abandonment of the lifetime employment program forced Byzantium to come to terms with some uncomfortable realities about the state of Halcyon. While Byzantines were reluctant to surrender the luxuries they'd grown accustomed to, the board's diminished authority gave them little choice in the matter. Nearly everyone had to learn to make do with less. Some even had to get jobs. It was a dark time indeed. Your influence further cemented Ellie's perspective. She understood she could never truly rely on others, so she set about making sure she wouldn't have to. With a steady income from the life insurance payouts, she was finally able to afford a ship of her own. She enjoyed a long and infamous career running missions across the system. Some of them were even legal. Life in Halcyon was sobering for Felix Millstone. The grand revolution he dreamed of never came. There was no great awakening for the colony, no celebrations in the streets. There was only the hard, desperate work of trying to repair a broken colony. Felix never had a head for numbers, but if there was labor to be done, he was there to help. Eventually, Felix realized that the work of a revolution was done with two hands. As much as he enjoyed his adventures aboard the Unreliable, the vicar, known as Max, eventually decided that it was time to move on, to live out the life he had sought so long to create. He knew there were many in the colony who carried burdens much worse than the ones he had struggled with, and he devoted himself to easing their suffering wherever he could. He only ever took up arms again to defend the defenseless. Unshackled from a lifetime of striving and fighting the universe and himself, Vicar Maximilian de Soto was finally at peace. Once the matter with the Hope colonists was resolved, Junlei bashfully asked Parvati if she'd like to join her permanently on the Groundbreaker, and Parvati enthusiastically, if somewhat awkwardly, agreed. The stories of her adventures spread across the colony, and Parvati soon found herself the center of attention. Having served as the engineer of a renowned spacecraft, tramp freighters and wildcat miners sought her out by name, and in no time, she was a fixture in the Groundbreaker's mechanical ecosystem. She and Junlei were never far apart. Nyoka returned to Monarch to take another crack at making a permanent life for herself. She formed the Charon Group, a mercenary outfit of ragtag survivalists and wilderness experts. Anyone in need of a guide, or just looking to throw back a beer and swap stories, could find her camping on the trail or clearing an infestation. The SAM unit that accompanied you spread awareness of the product line's superior sanitation and maintenance capabilities across what was left of the colony. This led to a boost in SAM unit sales. Did you know that SAM units are the longest-lasting, toughest-acting cleaning solution in Halcyon? Minister Clark was released from house arrest, and his contact with you gave him a sense of renewed purpose and vigor. Once it became clear that no help would be coming from Earth, he threw his considerable efforts and talents into helping Halcyon manage the crisis before it. As for Dr. Phineas Wells, he spent his remaining years in his orbital lab. He eventually came to terms with his own past, and was able to forgive the mistakes of his younger self by devoting his remaining years to serving the colony. Dr. Wells was able to revive many more scientists and engineers than he first expected, thanks to the additional batch of chemicals you stole from the Ministry. Wells never forgot about the human lives that were lost in acquiring these chemicals. In the end, Dr. Wells was able to save every scientist and engineer aboard the Hope. Over the next decade, nearly all of the Hope's remaining colonists were successfully revived. Halcyon saw a period of rapid technological and scientific advancement. Breakthroughs in dietary supplements saved the colony from starvation. Geoengineering projects and social reforms began to change the structure and character of the colony. Dr. Wells laid the groundwork for the project to save the colony, but he would never live to see the fruits of his labor. He passed away a few years later. His work was carried on by the scientists and engineers he revived. Today, Halcyon has stabilized. The people of the colony work hard to adapt to their new circumstances. Nearby colonies send aid and supplies. Life will never be easy in Halcyon, but for the first time in its history, there exists a sense of real, genuine hope about the future. And what about you, the unplanned variable in the history of Halcyon? You brought an end to the chaos on Tartarus, and left Dr. Wells to his own devices. The affairs of the colony never distracted you from living out your own dreams, to captain a ship, to sail the ether, and to earn a reputation as the greatest spacer Halcyon ever had. No one knows what's happened to Earth, and no one knows what the future has in store for Halcyon. All we know for certain is this: the name of the Unreliable and that of its intrepid captain will remain the subject of countless stories for years to come.
That was it. That was the end? Where did I see that it was like over 60 hours worth? Did I already play 60 hours? No. I've played at least 20. Oh my gosh. I'm sad now. Now what am I gonna play? I beat it. First time for everything. What am I gonna play now? Oh no. I guess I'm gonna have to start a new series, huh? Damn it. No, Mad. I'm upset. Fuck. But wait, there's like 3 other planets I haven't been to. What the fuck? Oh, I hope there's more. We'll let these credits roll. And we'll see. Development weddings, development babies. Oh, people that died. Surviving characters for 3+ years. I love this shit. Casting and voice production. Jonathan Silver for Felix. Sean. Wow. Obsidian! Please tell me there's more? There's more? I planned on gaming all day. Now what? I'm so saddened right now. Private Division baby's born. Aww. Okay, so I played 30 hours. I guess that's it. Damn it. Well, I'm upset now. Alright, well, I guess that's all, folks. If you want to find out what I'm playing and what I'm streaming, check out my Twitch at twitch.tv/SylviaFaye. And I'll see you later, friends and fans. And keep an eye out on my YouTube for any more videos like this. Like, serious things. I'm so depressed.